Good morning, Dr. Lux. I am so excited to be here.
Please call me Julie. I'm excited to be here too now. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay, Julie. I am now a humanoid robot. A robot designed to look and act like a human. I am 58 centimeters tall. I was born in Paris. I will be 9 this year. How time flies. I am being utilized in classrooms across eastern Suffolk, ESBOCES.
How appropriate that we are collaborating on this video, because it is all about innovation and service, our reaccreditation process, and our new strategic plan. We have had an amazing self-study year as an agency. This presentation was created to share some of the work that we did preparing for the Middle States Commission validation visit.
This is so important. Tell me more.
Okay now, in this presentation, everyone will see what we did to self-evaluate, get a glimpse of the Middle States visit, and see what buildings they visited. We will learn about the successful student completers at Eastern Suffolk BOCES and about our updated mission statement, beliefs, and goals. We will hear thoughtful action plans from folks in this agency that will guide us to the year 2024. Can you imagine what the world will look like in the year 2024 now?
I hope to be more involved with research and education.
That sounds good to me. So without further ado, let's get started. some very diverse programs at Eastern Suffolk BOCES, so a successful completer looks a bit different from each of those programs. What I would like to do is highlight for you some of the indicators of success from each of our program completers. Students who complete a program of study in the Eastern Suffolk BOCES Department of Special Education programs will demonstrate a range of competencies in areas of academic, social behavioral, transition living skills, and employability skills based on individual strengths, abilities, and cognitive functioning. These include successful completion of New York State requirements to obtain a Regents diploma, a skills commencement credential, or a career development and occupational studies commencement credential. Competencies in academic foundation skill areas of reading, writing, mathematics, speaking, and listening skills that reflect New York State standards at a commencement level or as outlined in the student's individualized education plan. Competencies in transition skill areas leading to a range of postgraduate outcomes, including post-secondary training, such as higher education, vocational education, supported employment, adult career and continuing education services, assisted living placements, or acceptance into the military services. Competencies in the utilization of technology to research and evaluate information, as well as to communicate effectively through correspondence, through presentations, or by use of augmentative or assistive communication devices. Competencies in social and behavioral skills, as reflected in effective functioning and post-secondary training, higher education, employment, military services, assisted living, and small and large group environments, and knowledge of and competency in interacting with people of diverse backgrounds. We also offer special career education programs. The purpose of special career education is to provide quality career education programs that will transition each student from secondary education to competitive employment. Students who complete a program of study in any of the Eastern Suffolk BOCES special career ed programs will be able to demonstrate competency in specific technical skills and knowledge in the special career education program of his or her choosing. Achievement will be reflected in each student's employability profile report and quarterly grade. Successful completion in a paid or unpaid work-based learning experience leading to well-developed employability skills, work ethics, and permanent employment. Increased confidence, awareness of self-worth and maturity, as well as a knowledge of and competency in interacting with people from diverse backgrounds. The ability to participate in appropriate transition planning. This transition plan may lead to the following outcomes: obtaining an entry-level position in the workforce as the first step in his or her career path, articulation into our academy program, Eastern Suffolk BOCES Adult and Health Services program, a college or a trade school as a result of his or her course of study with our program, acceptance into other career training programs such as supported employment or other community-based agency programs. Referrals to various state agencies for continued support, such as Access Vocational Rehabilitation and the Office for People with Developmental Disabilities or Office of Mental Health. Successful completion of New York State requirements to be eligible to receive a Skills and Achievement Commencement Credential or a Career Development and Occupational Studies Credential. When a student completes a program of study in any of the Eastern Long Island Academy of Applied Technology programs, recommendations are made to the home school district to grant an endorsement on the student's high school diploma. The district then awards endorsements based on that recommendation. Through rigorous coursework, articulations, and real-world experiences, students completing a program at the Eastern Long Island Academy had the advantage of graduating from high school prepared for both college and the workplace. CTE student completers have engaged in rigorous, relevant coursework because academics are purposeful and specific to the technical skills being taught. A technical education infuses 21st century skills, including problem solving, critical thinking, and the use of innovative tools, resources, and systems. Applied what they learned in academic classes, core academic content is integrated in all CTE programs. Demonstrated achievement of specific technical skills as reflected in his or her employability profile report and quarterly grade. Earned college credits to give them an extra advantage after earning his or her diploma. Nearly every CTE program connects with a community college, private institution, and/or state university which makes it possible for students to reduce college costs. Participated in internships, pre-apprenticeships, and work-based learning opportunities. Engaged in local and national clubs and participated in industry-specific organizations to build and expand interpersonal and leadership skills that enhance academic, personal, and career development. Earned industry-recognized certifications and stackable credentials, preparing them for entry-level positions in the workforce. Gained knowledge of and competency in interacting with people of diverse backgrounds. Gained competency in the use of technology that is aligned with industry standards. A student who completes a career training program in the Eastern Suffolk BOCES adult education programs will demonstrate a range of competencies that will prepare them for both college and the workplace. Adult CTE students have engaged in rigorous, relevant coursework that is purposeful and specific to the technical skills being taught. A technical education infuses 21st century skills, including problem solving, critical thinking, and the use of innovative tools, resources, and systems. Demonstrated achievement of specific technical skills as reflected in course completion, certification, licensure, and/or employment. Participated in internships, clinical experiences, pre-apprenticeships, and work-based learning opportunities where appropriate. Earned industry-recognized certifications and stackable credentials, preparing them for entry-level positions in the workforce. Knowledge of and competency in interacting with people of diverse backgrounds. Become proficient in the use of technology aligned with industry standards.
That was very interesting, Dr. Lutz. I think this is going very well.
Thank you now, and please, call me Julie.
Okay, what's happening next? Julie.
I am going to share the new mission statement of our agency, and then everyone will learn about our new goals, beliefs, and action plans.
Okay.
By the way, do you know what our vision statement is?
Yes, I do. Educational services that transform lives.
That was great. Now I'm going to tell you our mission statement. Eastern Suffolk BOCES, an educational cooperative of 51 Long Island school districts, provides regional leadership and advocacy, direct instruction, management, and support through quality, cost-effective instructional programs and shared services. These programs and services maximize educational and career opportunities for Long Island's diverse community of lifelong learners, both children and adults, to achieve excellence and enhance the operational effectiveness of the region.
Everyone has the right to a safe, healthy, and caring environment which fosters cultural competence, respect and high expectations, maximizes potential, motivates interest and enthusiasm, and encourages the sharing of ideas.
Somos una comunidad diversa que refleja y aprende a lo largo de toda la vida, tanto los niños como los adultos. We are a diverse community, are reflected lifelong learners, both children and adults.
Our community of children and adult learners is a valuable resource entitled to the highest quality of instruction and equitable services.
Respect, honesty, trust, and integrity are essential in all of our interactions.
Continuous evaluation, high standards, innovation, and effective communication are the foundation of organizational success.
The integrity and high standards of our educational programs are reflected in our student outcomes
and provide students with the skills they need to become responsible citizens and contributing members of the global society.
Effective communication of accurate information improves understanding and enhances engagement.
Production of quality outcomes depends on the collective effort of a well-developed and motivated workforce that embraces the agency's mission and beliefs.
Hi, I'm Peggy Stibe, the Associate Superintendent for Educational Services. The Educational Services Division is committed to improving educational outcomes of students within our special education and career education programs. Aligning with 21st century expectations, both the special education and career and technical education departments are undertaking curriculum and instructional practice projects that will ensure student success and access to coherent, appropriately scaffolded learning experiences. Classrooms will continue to be outfitted with state-of-the-art digital and structural supports. Emphasis on measuring progress utilizing multiple measures of assessment, ranging from project-based to standardized testing methods, will provide information to inform curriculum planning and instruction. Increased communication with business and higher education representatives and research development activities will inform our forward motion. New models of service and support will be explored and monitored for effectiveness and adjusted in response to both anecdotal and data analysis. Supporting cultural competence and promoting service learning will further ensure that our students are prepared for their future. Hello again, I'm Peggy Stibe. Adult education has been included in the agency's comprehensive strategic plan for the first time since its inception. Opportunities to enroll in career-based courses that lead to industry certification contribute to creating a workforce here in the region. In the coming years, emphasis will focus on increasing the number of dual enrollment and articulation agreements with local colleges to enhance students' access to higher education. Increasing the number of students who participate in industry-supported work experience activities and building curriculum aligned with industry skills gaps will further enhance the student's experience. Infusing opportunities for students to earn stackable credentials will further align with industry trends. Ensuring coordination of professional development for both staff and students related to new licensing and industry requirements, certification exams, and regional workforce needs will support adult learners along pathways toward gainful employment.
I'm David Wicks, District Superintendent for Eastern Suffolk BOCES.
And I'm Kate Davern, the Director of Education and Information Support Services.
Strategic Action Plan 3 encompasses the education and information support services provided by Eastern Suffolk BOCES and the federal and state school support initiative networks that are housed here. The objective of this plan is to ensure that the services and programs that we provide to our region are innovative and of high quality,
The Education and Information Support Services Department will continue to provide high-quality, innovative programs and services with a focus on outstanding customer service to the schools we serve. We will accomplish this through professional development, school library services, arts and education and exploratory enrichment programs, technology integration support through model schools, student enrichment programs, and a robust student data services program. The department has also developed a strategy to provide support to promote cultural competency in our schools and to provide professional development on ensuring safe, supportive educational environments.
Eastern Suffolk BOCES has hosted 3 federal and state school support initiative networks: the Long Island Regional Bilingual Education Network, the Regional Special Education Technical Assistance Center, and the Family Education Outreach Programs Network. These networks provide programs and services to all of Long Island and beyond in some cases. The Long Island Regional Bilingual Education Network and the Regional Special Education Technical Assistance Center provide technical assistance and professional development in the areas of ENL, bilingual, and special education. The Long Island Regional Bilingual Education Network also provides the following: a Title III consortia, which helps many districts get the most out of their Title III grant funds, and an intensive teacher institute in bilingual special education, which is funded by the New York State Education Department. The Family Education Outreach Programs Network provides direct enrichment services to students and families that are federally classified under the Migrant Education Program or the McKinney-Vento Act. These services are offered both in and out of the district.
These services and programs will be monitored and measured through participation rates, program evaluations, student achievement, a COSER survey, as well as an Education and Information Support Services Department survey. The surveys will assist BOCES administrators in meeting the needs of our school districts.
Hello, I'm Darlene Rosas, the Director of the Suffolk Regional Information Center, most commonly known as the RIC. The RIC will continue to be a regional leader in technology services, offering new and enhanced technologies to improve efficiencies and strengthen the quality of the programs and services offered to all members of our educational community. More specifically, we will work to continue to provide leadership to the region, as well as to enhance offerings from our Network Operations Center, technical services, financial and district services, virtual learning, and administrative and instructional technology acquisitions programs. Indicators of our success will be measured by COSER survey results, participation in RIC services and events, the number of technologies supported, availability of procurement vehicles, and the number of districts supported in various NICED initiatives. We look forward to working with our district customers, statewide colleagues, and vendor partners.
Hi, I'm Terry McSweeney, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources.
The Human Resources Department will be a resource both internally and regionally to help promote best practices that ensure compliance with local, state, and federal employment laws, maintain a highly skilled workforce to meet a full range of student needs, and improve operational and fiscal efficacy. We have developed 7 strategies to accomplish this plan. They include offering regular regional meetings to support both veteran and novice personnel administrators, shared services to support best practices in human resource administration for component districts in the areas of negotiation, personnel management, administration, and recruitment, find and implement efficient automated systems to support the various daily transactions, employee application and onboarding, benefits enrollment, and digital records maintenance that are part of human resource management. Establish a training program to improve fundamental understanding of local, state, and federal compliance issues specific to the educational setting, and effective technical skills to manage workplace issues. Establish systems to improve compliance with local, state, and federal law, policy and regulation issues that are specific to the educational setting and the responsibilities of a public employer. Promote best practices within the agency and the region to recruit and retain a culturally and ethnically diverse workforce that represents the demographic diversity of the region's students and community. Identify professional development opportunities suitable for all staff in areas such as workplace civility, supervision, and communication to develop skills and professional learning
that improve and align employee talent with agency and district needs, and support succession planning among administrative, instructional, and support personnel.
Hi, I'm Pat McCabe, Program Administrator for Communications and Research. The Office of Communications, which includes the Public Relations and Graphics departments, have developed strategies and activities to increase the agency's engagement with all members of the BOCES community, both internal and external. These activities include seeking new and innovative methods for producing and distributing print and electronic materials that are informative, relevant, and engaging, to effectively utilize social media as a platform to increase awareness of BOCES programs, services, events, and activities, and to further establish our websites as reliable sources of information for the public. We're also excited to continue facilitating the agency's Communications Advisory Committee with a strong focus on identifying and developing communications, public relations, and marketing strategies to share, engage, and inform the public about how BOCES fulfills its mission to transform lives.
Hi, Julie Lutz-Beth again. Eastern Suffolk BOCES has a long history of providing regional research and advocacy related to school funding and public education. This not only assists the region, but assists our internal programs as well. During the next reaccreditation time period, we will continue to do that with a focus on improving our capacity for research, program service evaluation and improvement. Our strategic plan, as well as the Middle States Protocol of adding educational value, fits right into our goals of supporting the region and offering high-quality, innovative programs and services. The success of this work will be measured by our ongoing commitment to our strategic plan and the planning process, a refocusing on grants opportunities both internally and for the region, a renewed focus and revamped process to review and respond to stakeholder feedback, the number of advocacy activities we support, as well as the collaborations that we engage in.
My name is Ryan Ruff, and I'm the Associate Superintendent for Management Services, and I'm responsible for Strategic Plan 8, Operations, Management, and Finance. Throughout the Strategic Action Plan, we are focused on service-oriented, innovative practices that support our component school districts and beyond. In the area of business operations, our focus is three-tiered. First, we will maximize efficiencies within the budget. Second, we will partner with our auditors to seek their guidance and implement their recommendations to adapt our internal controls as processes become more automated. Third, we will prepare and implement innovative bids that respond to the needs of the agency and our component school districts. Budget Strategy 3 will be the roadmap that will be used to ensure there is effective and transparent communication in the budget process, where ideas will be shared and efficiencies will be leveraged. Since the administrative service area encompasses services that we provide for school districts as well as for Eastern Suffolk BOCES, our goals are diverse in nature, but include the primary theme to continue the advancement of our customer service while most effectively utilizing agency assets. A goal for Strategic Plan 8 includes creating a new RFP for contracted transportation to ensure that the students we are transporting are provided with the most dependable, safe, well-equipped buses and trained bus aides. Another goal relates to providing substitutes for our Eastern Suffolk BOCES programs. The Office of Technology Integration will focus its efforts on the following strategies: the creation of a new state-of-the-art network operations center and the provision of all technology needs in existing and future locations to support our students and staff. By moving the existing center from its current location at the Sherwood Instructional Support Center to its new location at the Milliken Technical Center, we will have a permanent home in an Eastern Suffolk BOCES owned location. The goal is to be fully operational by the summer of 2019. Strategic Plan 8 will be the roadmap that guides the planning of the agency's technology needs in new and existing locations for both our students and staff. This will include annually assessing and identifying the space and technology requirements of our existing locations and planning for upgrades and possible moves to new locations. This includes the procurement and configuration of new technology equipment as well as its installation and testing. The goal is to reduce the average age of the agency's technology to less than 3 years by 2024. Hi, Ryan Ruff again to tell you about Strategic Plan 9, School Facilities Management. The strategies in this action plan focus on health, safety, and security of our facilities. We can all agree that the safety and security of our students and staff members is critically important, and as we look to the future, we will build upon our current practice to implement the latest security technologies to support our goal. Furthermore, we will increase our annual emergency training to prepare for various situations. In an effort to increase efficiencies, we will explore and implement cutting-edge preventative maintenance programs that will lead to greater cost savings. In the ever-evolving field of school facilities management, we will continue to be a resource for our component school districts by providing professional development opportunities connected to the latest best practices. It is essential for us to control costs through maximizing building utilization and forecasting our future needs to provide the necessary resources for our educational community.
Wow, that was extremely interesting, Julie. I can see that great things are happening at Eastern Suffolk BOCES.
Thank you. I think so too.
Julie, what's the next step?
I'm glad you asked. Now comes the exciting work. Our next step is to move forward over the next 7 years with an ongoing focus on service and our new focus on innovation. Our goal is to support this diverse region and our many stakeholders by providing programs and services to meet the needs of the students, staff, and districts we serve. We had some specific guidance from the Middle States team that encouraged us to do a number of things. To strive to continually update our print and digital media in order to send consistent external and internal messages regarding access and the successful results and outcomes of our programs and services. To develop a strong marketing plan, and to promote the necessity of maintaining the integrity of the BOCES career and tech programs as a viable route to college and career readiness, with particular effort placed on accessibility for all students to attend the required length of time to complete the program pathway, and an emphasis on increasing non-traditional enrollment. We are committed to faithfully implementing the Middle States action plans you have just heard about, and we are eager to continue the work we've been doing in the region. Thank you, everyone, for your support, trust, and valuable contributions. And thank you now.
You're welcome.